Look, there's little sea salts.
Ew.
It's salty.
Good day, everyone! Welcome to part 3 of our van life road trip adventure. In case you missed it, you'll want to check out part 1 of this adventure where we road trip through Virginia and Maryland, and then part 2 of the adventure where we make our way through Pennsylvania and New York.
We're Jenna and Jeremy,
Welcome back to our channel.
a place for travel, fun, and beautiful destinations.
Now don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications to tune in to our weekly videos. You can find us on Instagram at Quench Your Adventure. Now on to the good stuff. Part 2 of the adventure left off with us boarding the Cumberland Ferry to head from Plattsburgh, New York over to Vermont. We'd been to Vermont once before, but it was just to ski and we had no idea this beautiful shoreline existed here. We made our way down to Burlington for some dinner and then a sunset over Lake Champlain. We headed east towards Stowe, Vermont and found some state forest land to park for the night. The next day was spent getting some work done in the van and driving east through New Hampshire to get to Maine for some lobster rolls.
So you've seen our van. It's nice, but last night we slept in this giant rig, big old coach. I'll show you the inside real quick, thanks to a friend of ours that let us stay. Really, really nice. Here in Naples, Maine. Got some bees up here. Apparently they produce just gallons and gallons of honey. I don't know if I should get too close or probably garden it. I'm gonna back up now.
I actually ended up getting stung on my ankle in this video. So our friend decided to buy a bunch of honeybees and we just so happened to be there for the honey harvest. What fascinating little creatures that provide this tasty resource to us and are such an important part of our ecosystem. We headed north towards Moosehead Lake. We cooked up some veggie pasta along the lake shore, flew the drone, and began our search for some moose. We were walking along a very quiet trail when we came across these fresh moose tracks. Really exciting, also a bit intimidating. There it is, a bull moose! Just kidding. We didn't see the bull moose, but it was a beautiful trail. We took some nice photos and a spontaneous dip in the water. Later that night near Cocajo, Maine, we saw this little moose. Super dark, as you can tell, and we didn't really have the equipment to capture it well, but really exciting. Time to get way out in the middle of nowhere. We continued into Baxter State Park, another great place apparently to see some moose. I love roads like this, but unfortunately, we're not really geared up to be driving them and ended up with a flat. I have changed one tire in my life, but this nice guy decided to stop anyway and give us a hand. We were completely out of cell service and there were very few people out here, so it was comforting to have somebody stop and help. We got to see some beautiful landscape, I still got to fly the drone, and we got to see the base of Mount Katahdin, which is the northernmost point of the Appalachian Trail. We just got out because we saw another big moose. We're not chasing it down, we're just seeing if we can get some better perspectives.
It was hanging out in this beautiful swampy marsh area.
Would you look at those professional photographs? Wow. And then a really nice sunset swim trying to escape the bugs. That night we found a great place to park just outside of Baxter State Park. Flying over the water with Mount Katahdin in the background was beautiful. On this morning, we also videoed our day in the life van life video showing some behind the scenes of what life is like on a trip like this. We said goodbye to Baxter, we got a new tire, and we headed towards Bangor, Maine to see some friends before heading on to Acadia National Park.
Here's Jeremy. Say hi.
Splashed a little bit. Look, there's little sea salts.
Ew.
It's salty.
We then took a way too difficult hike to try to catch some views over these lakes.
Look at this. Whoa. We got some ladder rungs to go up.
Angel's Landing.
Jeepers creepers, guys. Holy smokes. Whoa.
Then we left the phones behind and took a dip in Echo Lake. If you've watched some of our recent videos, you know we made a huge decision recently. We actually made this decision on the trip while driving in Maine. That decision was to buy an RV to live in full time. We were still in the works of deciding what RV fit our needs, and we actually strongly considered truck campers. That said, we spent the entire afternoon looking at this truck camper for sale. We decided it wasn't a go, but sunset on Cadillac Mountain was. The wind was whipping, but the views up here were absolutely beautiful. That night, we truly got to experience the glamour of van life while sleeping at a rest stop on our way to Highland Mountain Bike Park in New Hampshire. If you're at all interested in mountain biking and/or dirt jumping, and you haven't heard of Highland Mountain Bike Park, do yourself a favor and look it up and watch some videos. This is one of my good friends, Daryl, and he absolutely shreds it. I was pumped to be here to ride the mountain, but unfortunately on my second run down, I hit the ground and broke my collarbone. Not my best riding, but good news, no surgery, and we still got to continue the trip. Only difference, now Jenna's doing 90% of the work and driving. After another day of hanging out with our friends, we decided to continue through some of the states that we missed on the way up. We headed towards Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and along the way, we were looking everywhere for RVs.
We are in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. We just checked out the beach. We're at the National Sea Shore, right, babe?
Yep.
And behind us is the lighthouse that's on the bag of Cape Cod chips. All right, lead the way, Jeremy. Up to the lighthouse. Too bad we can't go in it.
Jenna and myself, One Arm Willie, continued our way through Rhode Island and stopped at this really cool state park. I'm glad my legs still work. Here, I was leaning back on the slanted rock, pretending to dodge the bullets like in the Matrix. The rest of the trip consisted of driving south and scouring the internet in search of RVs for sale. We decided on Class C RVs, and we even stopped to look at one in Hartford, Connecticut that's very similar to the one we ended up buying. That's it, folks. Thank you so much for watching. If you would, like the video, leave a comment if you have something to say, and please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel because now we embark on RV life, baby. We are headed west in just a few days.